Is ATIP a partner in any way with Solar Warden?
Oh, yeah.
Not to my knowledge. I've never heard of that company, probably my ignorance. But no. Hal, are you aware of that?
Hal put off.
It's just a conspiracy thing about there's a completely reverse engineered operations going on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry.
The lies just get frickin' old.
Definitely.
Okay, heading over to the Luis Elizondo front. I cover this as much as I can, folks, because this is important. This is the government's disclosure initiative. And call it what you will. Don't agree with it, agree with it. It's doing something to get the conversation started. I'll even admit that myself. It's looking like it's going towards the evil alien thing. I don't like that. And it can get real crazy here. So 2 weeks ago, I covered this. This was the scientific conference on anomalous aerospace phenomenon. Luis Elizondo was there giving a presentation. Rob Freeman, shout out to Rob Freeman, recorded it so we could see it. I broke that down. He released another part this last week here of the Q&A. Some important questions that were asked. And he's got 2 more parts coming, it looks like, because this is 2 out of 4. So let's see what this is about. The first thing here is basically showing the slow disclosure initiative, how Luis Elizondo is letting on to more than he's saying. And I felt that right away when when he came out with Tom DeLonge on stage and revealed this whole To the Stars Academy thing. And it's going to show right in here. And you guys got to pay close attention to this. I got the volume cranked as much as I can. It's going to be low, so I'm sorry for that right now. But we'll do the best we can. I can turn it up and post on the podcast.
Have to respect that. So what you're going to continue to see are these bits of information coming out that allow you to put the puzzle together and allow everybody else to understand what's going on. Again, it's not our job to just come out and be full disclosure. People tell me all the time, we demand the truth. We know we deserve the truth. Well, I don't doubt that, but hey, no offense, but I don't work for you. I mean, I'm trying to do something here that's for the collective good, and if I had to go out and address each and every single time somebody wanted to know something, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I get it, I understand it, I respect it.
Have we mentioned anything about that thing?
But everybody demands full. He knows this is coming down. The hammer's hitting him hard. There's a lot of people in the truth movement. They're sick of this BS, slow disclosure thing, saying we don't know what it is, but we know what it is. We don't know what it is, but we know it's a threat. This double talk back and forth. He doesn't work for us. Who does he work for? The government. He was hired to do this. He says he was retired. This was all set up. This was all staged. He's going to bring this out slowly to the public. He's doing his job. He works for them. And you can really see how it gets to that forward, back. And it's how long is this going to go on before we get some real answers? I mean, you released mind-blowing video. Okay, the whole thing came out, what was it, October, the launch, released the videos in November-ish. Been a year, nothing really happened. You had the pilots come out a little bit on CNN, but sat there. Now he's going to start this unidentified show that's going to be airing on History Channel. And he says right here, I'm going to play this clip, we got to paint a message that everyone will understand, not just one group.
Slow dribble lately. It's important that we help frame the conversation in a way that is universally understood. We can't just paint a message that only scientists will understand, or only millennials will understand, or only certain sectors. It's got to be universally applicable, so everybody has a chance to absorb the information and process the information, then make the determination for themselves what it means to them. It's not, we're not going to tell you what to think about it. You need to do that job. You need to think about what this information is going to mean to you. And we have a lot of exclusive stuff. I mean, it's...
There it is. It's all about the people watching. They have to make their mind up. They're waiting for the public to get on board. But how is the public going to get on board when they've seen so many UFO, fake staged alien things, whatever? It's all there. They got Project Bluebeam. They put out fake videos. There's false information put out to debunk a lot of these real UFO alien encounters. So you just expect the public to start believing it all of a sudden? And this, like, why wasn't this video like professionally recorded and then put somewhere? This came from a third party. Rob, bless his heart for doing this. No one else is going to see this. This needs to get out to the mass public, not even the people attending this thing. They already know about this stuff. How do you get this to the mass public? They have to get, that's where the unidentified comes in, I guess, because the History Channel. But what's different from that, from Finding Bigfoot, UFO hunters, all that stuff? People are just going to think, I don't watch that crap anymore because there's nothing that ever happened. And, you know, these shows build up so much information and then they just, nothing there. I was watching one the other day. Oh, I can't remember the show, but they were talking about the skinwalker stuff. And it's just like, there was nothing there. And they put all these fake effects in just to try to make it interesting to the public. There's like, you want people to take you seriously, but it's the same thing over and over and over. So it's going to be interesting what comes up on this unidentified. I think he says right here, we're going to see some extra things. Let me play the clip.
I think it's gonna be changing the conversation.
Are there instances?
Okay, so he just says that the unidentified show will change the conversation. We'll see, because we got that clip real quick.
Well, we'll see.
We get so tired of it being beat down here at the same thing over and over. Now here, this is so good, folks. He gets asked a good question. It's still not the question I would have asked. I would have asked a more one that he could have did while he was in power. But I'm going to play this. 1320. Somebody asked him about Solar Warden. Applause to that man for writing that on that sheet, because a lot of these are pretty softball questions. Pay attention to Lou's face. Is he lying? Is he not? Does he truly not know about it? Let's watch and find out.
Is ATIP a partner in any way with Solar Warden?
Oh, yeah.
Not to my knowledge. I've never heard of that company, probably my ignorance. But no. Hal, are you aware of that?
Hal put off.
It's just a conspiracy thing about there's a completely reverse engineered operations going on.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. I really don't.
Does he not know anything about it, folks? For those that couldn't hear, Hal Putoff was in the audience. He was the scientist that in the FOIA thing, he's been looking into a lot of this black hole stuff, anti-gravity, crazy stuff. So Hal Putoff says, it's Solar Warden is a crazy thing about reverse engineers operation going on. It's a conspiracy about that. The lies just get freaking old.
Definitely.
I was on the, I don't know if he truly doesn't know anything about it, Lou here, or if he's just playing it off. Because when he first asked the question, it looks like he's kind of got that smirk, like he kind of knows it. But I haven't made up my total mind on it yet.
So just so you understand my perspective, I'm not trying to be cagey.
Is ATIP a partner in any way with Solar Warden?
I don't know. I guess you could say that he kind of doesn't really, if you keep him ignorant and compartmentalized. I'm so happy that audience member asked that question, because it's not the question I would have asked, but it was a good one. What I would have asked is, when you were working at ATIP, we heard a lot of reports that these UFO activities were going on in Area 51. They're seeing all this anomalous activity at night. Why didn't you go down there and see what's going on? Would he have played the card of, Area 51? I never heard of that before. It was admitted long ago.
Ooh.
So it's a good question, but I would have asked that if I still end up in a conference when he's there or something. I want to. I'm gonna ask it. It's the $1 million question. I was talking to M from Deep Disclosure because I want to get him on here again. We got one more month, folks. We're supposed to have that solar wave. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? But I believe it was, maybe it was him or the other guy. There was another guy I was talking to on there as well. They said Lou actually showed up at a conference with a Kevlar vest on. So he's actually afraid of getting shot or something. It's crazy stuff. Is he afraid of the government or is he afraid of some radical conspiracy people? That's the real question. So the phone lines are open today, folks. If you want to write this number down, give your input, 1-605-562-0444, 1-605-562-0444. Show ID 146509. That's show ID 146509. Give your input on this. Where is this going? Where is this headed? We can see that they're definitely getting the cards stacked up here, the dominoes, if you will, for something big. But after the break, I'm going to get into the Corey Good thing. This is a big thing as well. I do want to hear you guys' input of what you think about the solar flash, how it's going to all go down. I want to read that article, have the phone lines open, get you guys' take on that and what you think, because it's very important that this stuff's going to be coming down. The hammer is going to be brought down. And if it goes down the way Corey says it's going to go down, oh my God. So we'll break that down after the break. Stick with us. Dan Hohlfeld here. Talk is cheap. See you on the other side.
Call us live at 1-605-562-0444. Show ID 146509. Phone lines are open.
This is Shane Robinson with Unbiased and On the Fence, and you're listening to Talk is Cheap with Dan Hohlfeld.